Hail everyone, this is Emperor Haterius, and we are back in Pathfinder Kingmaker. Last time we kind of got thrown out of the game because the game froze on us, because there was a lot going on in the screen, even though it was one enemy. We shall try to resume that battle, or rather restart the battle. It was going, honestly, really quickly. Especially since our character involved, Canera, she's a flame kineticist, and the character we were fighting was some sort of Spriggan or Treant. I think it was a Treant. It was a Treant in the shape of a gargoyle. Large gargoyle. So let's redo our check here. So, what's our plan? Let's fight it. We'll easily defeat it. Canera squints, then nods. Lead the way. I think I can help by adding some fire to the situation. Alright.
I'm superior!
And it got a low initiative check, so we're going to start first. Yeah, so it's a gargoyle like Treant. Wob. Blast it. It's a hit. I'll take it. 2 damage. Canera. How about you add your expertise?
Taste my fury.
There you go. 16 damage. Oh no, it's took a step. Whatever will I do? 2 damage again. I'm gonna be doing some pretty bad damage rolls. Again, like last session. Normal kineticists that level up, they get extra damage dice to their kinetic blasts, and I just don't have that. I won't have it because I'm only gonna go to maximum. Oh my god, 24 damage. I'm only going to a maximum of level 7 kineticist with my build, out of 20. So I'm not gonna have a lot of damage dice for my energy blast, which is one of my main staples. However, I have noticed there are kineticist equipment. Like headpieces, at least diadems, that increase your damage dice. So when I get enough money, because it's so expensive, at least like initially for the lesser one, it's so expensive. I'm going to save up and get those kinetic diadems and put them on during or before combat, I guess, if I know I'm going into combat.
Burn.
So she did 24 damage. Here comes the gargoyle. He's almost dead. It's round 3. We're going to take a 5-foot step back, and we're going to shoot him with lightning again, because that's, you know, what I do. 4 damage. So I've done 8 damage in 3 turns to this guy. At least I've hit every time. Canera. Good old Canera bread. Got a 5-foot step. Just blast him again. And he's dead. 22 fire damage. Awesome. Before there's a trap or something, let's save. Because it's a new session, we need to start our save scumming.
Let's move already.
Let's move already.
But of course.
Both my pets are playing with the bodies. The remains of a dock. The Taldans launched barges loaded with ore from here. Good old Taldan Empire. Empire of Taldor. There's a box there.
Follow me.
That's a lion statue. An empire once so great, where is your strength? Does the same fate await us? No answer. I don't know if that was like a mocking statement by our character there. The incredible edible moss. Cringe. Alright.
If you wish.
I'm betting there's enemies down here somewhere. Obviously the target. Okay, there's nothing here. I'm toggling the highlighting thing, which shows things on the map. And the map shows loot, too, which is always great to have. I applaud the developers for putting that. I won't be halted. There's a body there. Diamond dust. Okay, so this is a shared stash box. Why is it a shared stash box?
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially.
That's also a shared stash box. Why is this an option? There's got to be secrets.
All this waiting bores me.
Save again.
No one stands.
Maybe I'll never know the answer. Amulet of natural armor +1. What does she have? I need to look at what her equipment is.
Command me.
She has 2 potions, which we will summarily take from her. As soon as it stops lagging. She has a crossbow, which she does not have equipped. She has a chain shirt +1. Let's go ahead and take that off her. And she's not using anything but her blast, so I'm just going to take the crossbow. Light crossbow. Should have taken stuff off the other version of her. Of course, I have to consider that I'll use her in the future, but for now, I need that extra income. Especially since there's possibly better armors that I can get her. Disc of the Eclipse. Let's see what we have here. Canara's tail dances just above the ground, giving away the tiefling's excitement. She's obviously anxious to grab the Disc of the Eclipse, but waits for you to nod. Detect magic. Examine the magic aura of the artifact in the surrounding area. You easily find the disc's aura. It's an intricate artifact, but it doesn't seem especially powerful. But you notice something else. Traces of a much stronger aura nearby. It seems that someone very powerful was here before you and did something to the disc. Ooh. Canara, I sense something strange. As if someone was here right before us and did something to the disc. The tiefling seemed surprised. Someone was here before us? Found the treasures and the artifact but didn't take them? So strange. Well, we aren't going to use the disc right now anyway, are we? We'll just take it to the capital and examine it there. And then it doesn't say... Okay, the options it gives us is fine, take the disc, and the other one is I won't give you the disc. Which to me seems like it's not an option of taking it or leaving it to investigate. It's an option of giving her the disc as you promised, or not giving her the disc, which will possibly piss her off, but you're still taking it for yourself. My intentions were to give her the disc, so fine, take the disc. I'm wary that this is a trap, though. The girl quickly grabs the artifact with both hands, and at that very instant, you hear a loud sound, like a clap, and Canera is enveloped in a cocoon of white light, which quickly turns to darkness. You hear voices, whispering and interrupting each other. They seem to be speaking in images, not natural words. Black, white, bound, split, indivisible. Then the strange phenomena ends as quickly as it began. The darkness disappears, and Canera is standing just where she was, seemingly intact, but the disc in her hands is gone. Are you all right? What? Canera seems to barely hear you. She shakes her head a few times as if she's emerging from a dream. Amazing. I didn't expect this. Listen, the artifact didn't disappear. I can feel it. Like it's a part of me now. And I think I know how to use it. Kalike looks at you in complete astonishment. Emperor Haterius? What just happened? I was sleeping in the demiplane, but this time I wasn't pulled out of it like usual. It's like I heard a voice. Canera's voice. And then my character's like, you two are going to drive me insane, I swear. Canera and I recovered the disc of the eclipse, and it affected her in a strange way. So what I felt and heard was the influence of the disc? But it's so strange. Kalike closes her eyes and stands still. Her dark hair moves in the wind, but nothing happens for about a minute. Then, without opening her eyes, she begins to move her hand. Yes, now I understand. Hello again. Ah, are we still here in Sorrowflow? So my sweet sister learned how to use our new ability so quickly. I was sure it would take her a year. I'm going to try to switch us again. Please tell her for me that she's a foolish goat. Kalike looks even more stunned. I'm back again. And again I heard my sister calling me. I felt it inside, just like my bond to the elemental forces. Now we can switch places whenever we wish. Oh. So you can tell her, your sister asked me to tell that you're a foolish goat. Chaotic good, your sister asked me to tell you that she misses you. You can do a bluff check, which I passed. Your sister asked me to tell you to give you a nice big hug to the wonderful Baron who helped you so much. Which I'm sure continues along a line of trying to be romantically involved with her. And so you can now switch whenever you want to, and saying, this is nonsense, let's go. I'm going to do the bluff check. Your sister asked me to tell you to give a nice big hug to the wonderful Baron who helped you so much. Really? Kalike looks sincerely surprised and a little embarrassed. I could, if you're comfortable with that, of course. Now there's a different way I can go about this. So I could tease her, saying I'm only joking, but you know I'd be happy if you hugged me at some point. Or I could say I'm perfectly comfortable. Decisions. Do I like the route of teasing them? Or do I like the route of being upfront about it? I think the teasing hints more towards an interest in them overall, while the upfront about it, at least in this situation, as I analyze it, one dialogue line, I think the perfectly comfortable thing may have a hint of showing interest, but the second one leans more heavily on having interest, while being more of a tease. So I'm gonna go with the second. I'm only joking, but you know, I'd be happy if you hugged me at some point. Kalike becomes even more embarrassed. You don't mean... Oh, it doesn't matter. Why do I always fall for such obvious jokes? So I got her flustered. So you can now switch whenever you want to. Yes. Oh, there are so many thoughts in my head. It's a miracle that we found such a rare artifact that could help us. Or perhaps Nethys planned this all along. And what should we do with this new gift? Now my sister and I must decide how to divide the time we share. Kalike shakes her head. Yes, I'll think about all this and many other things, but for now I wish to thank you, Emperor Haterius. If a foreign outcast's gratitude means anything to you, you have it. And one more thing. I'd like to remain in your lands and help you with your quests and travels. Now that we can better control our switches, we won't have to keep running from one place to another. I think Canera will support my idea. What do you say? You'll be most welcome. May this be the beginning of a wonderful journey. Another adventure is over. We didn't get the artifact, but we do have a new member in our party. Something tells me we won't be getting bored with her around. KSC is going to settle in the capital. Okay, that was what we just did. Okay, yeah. So yeah, she's gonna live in the capital now.
I'm losing my temper.
I'm losing my temper.
Onwards.
Yeah. My pets were freaking out there. I'm wondering if that was the right call in terms of attempting to romance her. A stone gutter and the nearly indistinguishable remains of an old mechanism. Most likely it was once used to bring ore down from the cliff. Oh goody, a mobility check. Let's do a separate save in case I screwed up that dialogue. I'll look it up later, possibly. Because usually there's trees of dialogue you have to go through in games like this. Dragon Age was huge with that.
Forget it. Might need help with this one.
Heal me
Might
quickly.
need help with this one.
Multiple tries.
Follow me.
Let's reload. Hurt. Is it? Well, we have another dual personality in our team. Next, we will head back to the capital, if possible. Grab our party again. See how much time has passed, for one, because we have kingdom events going on. And we got to go find... Let's get past this before I start talking about it.
I won't be halted.
I might need help
Heal
with
me
this one.
quickly.
Forget it.
Oh, did she just die and switch out? Yeah, she did. That's a bonus. Like, if she goes unconscious, she switches out with the other of the sisters.
No one's.
Okay. That was a failure of a load. When it crashes to the, to the main menu. It's not a crash, it just fails to load and it goes to the main menu. Okay, you gotta...
I won't be halted.
Oh, did it? I think it does. I think it deleted that save.
Battles await.
Awesome. I didn't know it did that. Unless I removed it somehow. Let's go with the other option, since it screwed us over. I'm perfectly comfortable. Kalike looks at you with suspicion and then remarks, "You're joking, aren't you?" Oh, man. And then I don't even acknowledge it. That's dumb. But I kind of like that, the way that leaves off. Like, my character says I'm perfectly comfortable, and then she's like, "You're joking, aren't you?" And stares at me. And then I probably make a face. And then we move on to the next subject. So you can now switch whenever you want. You'll be most welcome. Go back to this. Acknowledge that the quest is over.
Let's move already.
There's the ting. Save, because the other file got deleted, I guess. Somehow through my efforts. Let's look at her equipment. Giggity.
Please, do tell.
Take off. I'm not telling you to strip, but I'm telling you to strip. Take that, because we will actually need that.
Ask, and I shall answer.
No one
Follow me.
stands in my way.
good at this.
Aha, we made it. 28 experience. Save.
I'm losing my temper.
I'm losing my temper. You won't like me when I'm hangry.
We do it my way.
The remains of a Taldan audit. Ate it. It seems from the outside that the vault caved in and it's hopeless to remove the rubble.
If you wish.
There's clearly a cave here, but we can't go in. Maybe we come back. So we used ropes to get up here.
Done.
Done! Like how confidently we just went down. These guys are still stuck. Why are they stuck here?
Battles await.
Was it the tower? Is it something else on the map?
Let's move already. Onwards!
These guys have been stuck here for however many years. Hundreds of years. That caused the collapse of this, the deaths of all these Imperials here.
You follow.
Can we go back up to the tower? Do anything there? I don't think we could.
Got it.
Got it. Got more experience for doing that. Okay, so we climbed up the tower with mobility.
We do it my way.
We do it my way.
Done.
Done. I guess my athletics are so good now that I'm able to do this on my own with another person as a supporter.
I won't be halted.
It's mobility that kills me because I'm not mobile. I have athletics. I don't have mobility. So, we are going to go back to the map. This is 2 regions away from our capital. There's good old Harbeck, Holderheck. Paladin of Torag. Yeah, we're going to go back to the capital province. Shrike Hills. Whatever it's called. Shrike. I kind of wish you could name the provinces too, but it's not as big of a deal. Because that's what it's known as in the map. In other nations. But then again, I want to have the power to do so. Yeah, it's Shrike. So we are in Varnhold. That's quick save. Because I save scum so much. We're going to go north and see where the road will take us. Possibly not going to have a crossing. Yep. It's just going to look. Let's see what we can get into. I know I took her armor off and all that on both versions of her, but they're still kineticists. You don't technically need too much armor, other than obviously to not get murdered. And we'll see how bad this is. It's probably bad, to be honest, because it's Varnhold. Oh, goblins. Gobos. Goblin alchemists? Really? How about not?
Taste my fury.
And you missed. Of course you did. Shroud of Water activated. Oh, these are all ranged goblins. This is not good. We're gonna do Inspire Courage. Nothing else. Move up. Enveloping Winds. I've got arrows. I'm going to use my Enveloping Winds. 20% chance of physical ranged attacks. Ranged attacks from physical objects being negated. 20%. An awesome ability for a level 2 kineticist. That's not cool. Not cool at all.
Heal me quickly.
Wow. Wow. How about you shoot at the alchemist
Is going to hurt.
and you miss? Why would you do that? Yeah, I don't know. So I think these goblins are gonna murder us. Yep. All right. So as a free action, he's already extended his Bardic Inspire Courage. And you missed. They're just gonna murder us. I'm gonna reload. Let's go back to the map. Avoid this encounter because we know the road won't go anywhere now. To the north, where the outskirts are. Again, 20% is a big number out of 100. But they're still hitting me with all those arrows and stuff like that. And that's not great, because I was already low health. About mid health when we started that. Roughly. So, we are going to go south. Follow the road. Back to a crossing. It still pisses me off. The crossing is way down here. There's a place called Nettles Crossing, but of course the bridge is down. That's a long trek. We're going to go right here. And we're going to uncover that road that goes along the river. Rest would be nice. We got 2 more days for the Enchanted Wind event. What am I? The menu's not popping up for me. Why is the menu not popping up? Why is it not popping up for me? Okay. We're almost to the capital. Let's go south and cross the unlock the crossing there, and then go to, we got 1 more day left. Let's make a save called Enchanted Winds, and Enchanted Winds event, because once we get past the day while we're out on the road, that it resolves, that is it having resolved, and it's already picked an outcome. That's the way that I've noticed that it works, is when you're out on the road and you have an event complete before you're back at the capital, once you save past that completion state, that's the outcome already saved. It's not randomly generated. So I may have to reload this spot over and over based on the results. let's go to the main square. We're going to sell our goods, our loot. And then we're going to go back into the keep. The longhouse, the hall. The Haterian throne. The glorious Haterian throne. Soul eaters and some daemons can consume a living creature's soul, making its resurrection a difficult task. Yeah, that'd be kind of difficult if your soul's eaten before you're resurrected. Oh, a living creature's soul, yeah. Interesting to think about.
I won't be halted.
I won't be halted. Okay. We want to sell any of our general goods to this guy. General goods and jewelry to this guy. Beetle and amber. This guy's over here making dinosaurs. Butter. Jade's pretty important, or gem, or whatever you'd consider it, but I still sell it. Like, I like the idea of keeping stuff for the sake of, like, possible uses, but again, it's a video game. Some of the things that are kind of different, like the handful of gems, that sticks out compared to normal gems. I know it's supposed to be... Oh, it's only worth 4 gold. It's supposed to be just something you sell, I'm sure. But it's so specific, handful of gems compared to individual gems. Callum, should you get this game? I think so. It's on PC/Steam. It's on PS4. I don't know if it's on any other consoles. I don't know personally, but I have fun with it. You can make characters that are custom. It's the Pathfinder system, if you know anything about that. If you like RPGs that deal with you building your character from the ground up, or you could set it where you don't do any of the building and you auto level. And if you like having custom parties of people, specifically custom parties of 6, including your main character, if you like anything to do with ruling a nation and dealing with the moral choices, the division of good versus evil, law versus chaos. If you like fantasy, fighting games, RPGs, anything like that, it's a great game. And especially they've got a toggle that they've added in the console version and the PC version, where you can have make it a turn-based game, or you can have it a real-time game where people are cutting each other up real time, as opposed to this person takes a turn and this person takes a turn, like the tabletop game is supposed to work. So it's really up to what your interests are. I can't vouch for you, like, because I don't know what you're wanting out of a game. But it has I would say it's got strategy, because you have to plan what you're going to do next with quests. It's got kingdom management once you get to that point. It's got the adventure aspect of being on foot with a group of people, or yourself alone if you want to, because you can do that. It's got magic. It's got fighting, all sorts of stuff. It's got fantasy monsters, different races. I'm playing a human. Oh yeah, the turn-based system makes it so much more bearable for me. Because otherwise, in the past, before it was an update on the PC version and added to the PS4 version when it came out, it was just people run at you and just cut you down or eat you or whatever while you're trying to fight them off with your abilities in real time, like it's an MMO or something. But, you know, it's based on the tabletop game, Pathfinder. First edition, and that's what it mirrors now with the turns. It's got initiative, which is what tracks your turn. It's all based on your stats. Oh, that's the other thing. You've got stats. You level. They've got different classes. You can multi-class. I've got a penalty going on because I'm exhausted. Looks like. It's got alignment. It's got skills that benefit your dialogue choices, your stealth, your use of magic items. It's got feats. It's pretty much the tabletop version, but it's made more friendly to the console. So some stuff are mashed together, and some of the stuff like role-playing feats and things like that aren't available because you're going through dialogue boxes. Let's be honest. It's got different types of weapons. Again, it's got class progression trees that'll show you everything to do with the class that you could go to. I'm a multi-class, but it still shows you each class what's available if you want to plan out stuff, at least through the console version. Or I should say the console version of the rules, because it's made more friendly, console/PC, compared to the tabletop. Like, I can look at a level 20 ability right now on this class that I'm only level 2 on. You know, make your decisions based on that if you have the time. Your choices in the game affect your alignment. Here's another page here. Your alignment will change as you go through, and it affects the game based on what your alignment is. It's like a diary, a history of what you have done. Yeah, that's the beginning of the game. I started as lawful evil, and then I did stuff, and I shifted from my I changed alignment over time. What else?
No one stands in my way.
You can look at your equipment. You've got the different slots for equipment. You've got a belt with stuff you can activate in battle. You've got multiple slots for weapons loadouts. So I've got 3 weapons on me right now. I'm holding a bastard sword. I've got a dagger on my hip, and I've got a spear on my back. I've got armors, enchanted magical items, belts, necklaces, stuff like that. They give me different effects. Some of them are spell-like abilities. You have a spell book, which depending on your class, gives you access to your spells and stuff like that. You have a journal that tracks everything, that's written by the bard Lindsay in the game, in her perspective, which is really neat. There's an encyclopedia about different aspects of the Pathfinder system, deities, like it's lore about the Pathfinder world of Galarian. And you can switch to different characters. You can customize your followers, even if you can make custom followers. That's another thing, not just your main character. For example, this woman here, Pandemona, she's a custom character. She's an armored barbarian spell sword user. She uses a polearm. Who else? Harbeck Holderheck here is a paladin of Torag, a dwarven paladin. Other characters like Manias Antonius here. He's supposed to be like a centurion human soldier that I made. You can make custom characters to have in your party, or you don't have to have a party at all. You can use the RPGs, the game's NPCs, which allows them to chat and dialogue and banter amongst each other depending on who's in your party. That's another custom character. You can also have them as your advisors for your kingdom, which is highly recommended because they don't get it's a great game. Like, this is one of the best RPG games that I've played in a while. Like, this is on par, if not better. I'm not gonna say outright it's better, but like, this is like on par with the Dragon Age games, like BioWare games and stuff like that. It's just it's awesome. It's just hard. I've not gone through the game, hence this playthrough. And I really wanted to share this stuff because I love games like this. I love RPGs that allow you to customize, allow you to make moral decisions that affect your character and all that. And I hate to gush about it, but it's just one of those games that I'm going to be able to pick up and screw around on, making custom followers and leveling up my wannabe emperor while I'm running a nation. And also I'm on foot fighting off like goblins and stuff like that try to murder me. Alright. Enough of the gushing. There's also trade. There's upgrading your character. Again, you're not limited to one class either, like some RPGs. It's the Pathfinder system in a console/PC format, so you're limited in that sense of not being able to just be whatever that the tabletop can give you, but you've still got most of the stuff on here. So again, I'm a multi-class character. I'm gonna have let's give my layout. I'm gonna have 7 levels of kineticist. I started as a kineticist. 7 levels of kineticist, 8 levels of Thundercaller Bard, 4 levels of Sword Saint or Kensai, as the tabletop version actually is Sword Saint / Kensai Magus or Magus, and then 1 level of something else. But I chose in the console version here just to go with kineticist, so it's actually 8 kineticist, 8 Thundercaller Bard, and 4 levels Kensai Magus. So that's going to be my setup. I'm babbling while I'm trying to sell stuff. That's my problem. Change shirt +1. Can I... What am I wearing? Woodlands Aegis, which is a unique item. Pandemona has full plate. Amiri's full plate. No, it's not Amiri. It's Valerie. I'm sorry. Lindsay. Studded leather +1. She has a +3 dex. You get a max dex of 4 from the chain shirt. Huh. don't use any of those others, really. Joan doesn't wear anything. Giggity. Yeah. I'm probably just gonna sell her armor. Wait a minute. Why do I have both of them?
No one stands in my way.
Why are you missing? Kalike. Okay, so because it didn't save, that's why. So I take those potions to use. Alright.
I'm losing my temper.
Don't mind me, just T-posing. Natural armor, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the Cloak of Resistance because that's just a bonus. As usual, I'm having visual issues with my mic stand being in my way. Oh, I left some general goods there because I was babbling. Just maybe 1 or 2 items. I think that's all I want to sell. That's 647 added, and it's negative 72 pounds from my overloaded self. Do I have any potions or anything I want to sell this fine lady? Remove blindness. Nope. I don't think I earned any. You know, I get it that my character's lawful evil, so my empire is lawful evil, so there's some bad stuff going on. But come on, guys. Stop crying in the streets. Stop killing each other. You're better than this. You're glorious Haterian Imperials. As the great Michael Jordan once said, stop it. Get some help. That's about all I want to sell to her. Go back to this guy. I don't want to be that guy that sells everything to one vendor when they don't specialize in what I'm selling them. It bothers me. Especially since the inventory sticks around. Okay, there was pipe. That's a lot of nuts. And that's it. The other stuff I was keeping for the sake of it being token items that might have something to do with anyone later.
Onwards.
But that's just me being paranoid. Because I always expect there's going to be some, like, secret popping up. Throne room. Let's get another drink, because I've been babbling. Of course, that's my job. No, really, it's not my job. I wish it was my job. Gurgle. Do we have anything going on in the throne room? Doubtful.
Let's move already.
And then, like, every time I say, ooh. Manius Antonius, your advisor has arrived to report about the recent military developments in your barony. Excellent. I always like hearing about more military improvements. Let's do a save. You're telling me, man. You're exhausted? I'm okay. I'm not exhausted. I require rest. Let's see what the Glorious Haterian Empire has going on. We have the Enchanted Winds event, and we have another event going on. That's probably several days away. One day. 3 hours later. Okay, so we have... Gives the general a +1 bonus for taking advantage of an opportunity. Does that mean it gives the advisor a +1 bonus? Like it levels him up as an advisor? It takes 14 days though. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. And then there's this where where I actually work with the advisor for 14 days, so it takes up my time. So 1 day for the enchanted wind, 8 days for the taxes. With Pandemona, my rather thuggish mercenary bay. Dare I do it? I want to get my military more support, because it goes up a rank, which allows me to build more buildings and have more supporters. So that's 14 days from now, which means we'll go 1 day beyond. It is the 17th of Serenith. I have no clue how their months go in this game. Pathfinder, that is. It's supposed to be a 12-month system as far as... Actually... Hold that thought. I have a Pathfinder book sitting right here. One moment, please. I'm going to look up the month system and make notes, because I really need these. Alright, well, I tried to find a, I screwed up my wires here. Where's... don't tear up my headset. Come on. Okay, I had it right the first time. Alright. I looked at the core rulebook for Pathfinder 1st Edition, and I looked at the Game Mastery Guide, and the only thing that referenced calendars or times was the Game Master's Guide, Game Mastery, but it didn't specify any actual months or any systems like that. So it's got to be in some supplement, which they have, excuse me, they have a million of, which I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Paizo's releases because they're in depth when they get into a book about it. But they didn't have in the Game Mastery Guide any form of preset the world of Galarian, at least that I've seen in the amount of time I spent, which you guys just saw. World month names, like there's month names at the top of the game here, and I can't look that up without having access to media, which I don't really have at the moment. My phone's plugged up, so it's kind of far away from me, and it's just not convenient. So all this aside, the game of Pathfinder Kingmaker, for me, the very first of the month, once you get to the kingdom aspects, you have to... That's the beginning of the month is when the Baron, which is what you are, the Baron takes guests and finds finds new events that need to be done. Also, I forgot I wanted to go help Amiri find another animal to kill, because that's kind of a quest that she's got going on. Now the thing's popping up for me. Companion quest. Help Amiri kill another mighty monster. Amiri has passed her trial, but even that doesn't seem to be enough for her. She demands we find another monster and let her prove herself in battle again. You'd think she already gets enough opportunities to swing her sword. Well, at least we're in the Stolen Lands, where monsters are never in short supply. So, what else do we got? Ancient Curse. That's side quest stuff that doesn't have to be done. Meet the Nymph. I don't know if there's a timer on that, but for now, let's go ahead and get our military bumped up, because I like the idea of having that bonus military. And I think when you rank up your advisors and your empire, for that matter, to different rank numbers, numerals, Roman numerals, that unlocks another slot for advisors, and one that I need is espionage. That's not available yet. Oh, okay. So in small baronies, the Grand Diplomat covers matters of the espionage and will ask to assign a minister when the relations rank reaches 4. So I don't have Grand Diplomat either. Relations. There it is. I'm blind. I'm blind, as Ron Burgundy once said. So, community reach ranks 4. Community is the regent leveling up. So the regent, Valerie, who is my regent, needs to level up. So military, what is affected by the military? High priest is divine. When divine reaches 4, we can get arcane. Loyalty does culture, so that's the counselor. So there's nothing for the military? Represents the barony's military prowess and its ability to defend against threats. So I guess, I mean, obviously the higher military, maybe it affects the actual world and being able to fight off enemies as they pop up in my empire. Well, let's go ahead and do it. Let's rank him up to rank 2. It's going to cost us 14 days of time. Oop. Let me just knock over everything in my room. Yeah, you fall again. Sure. Alright. Let's start our 14-day wait. We're probably going to have to reload if something screws up. Huge 8-legged beasts continue to multiply and flood the barony with their eggs. The ancient curse you were warned about now plagues your lands. It will decrease your barony's stability, I'm thinking. Their offspring. Oh, it's because there were... more time passed because we chose to do that for 14 days. Oh my god, it's dropping my... Okay, yeah. We are going to... Let's see our outcomes at least. Counselor waits. It is the first of rest. It's actually the first of the month. The counselor granted the advisor an audience. The baroness... The baron... Why does it keep saying baroness? I'm a baron. Granted the advisor an audience to discuss the matter at hand. So the counselor can go up to rank 2 now. Merchants in the capital. New merchants have arrived in the capital. Plus 2 economy. General requests an audience. Did he rank up again? Oh, failure. Enchanted wind. Failure. Load. Yeah. Make sure I don't save over it. Woo, lad. But yeah, like upgrading your ranking up your advisors takes so much time. It kills you because you have to physically help your advisor during those 14 days, and it kills everything if you're not there to watch over everything. You could fail events. You could have your empire fall to ruin like it did 3 times in that moment.
I won't be halted.
With the spiders popping up. I'm tempted to just wait 1 day and then go check out the hill if I haven't done that already, canonically. I know I've been there recently. I don't know if that was an offline play of mine, though. $14 days to solve just to give him a +1. See, I could give the Empire a rank 2 military. The other thing is, like, when you don't spend that time, like, the sooner you get these rank ups done, the sooner... I have an issue that's going to pop up, though. I don't want to wait on it. So let's skip a day. Let's skip a leg day. 45 days for that research. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip a day and get that over with. Counselor waits in the throne room. Merchants in the capital. General requests an audience. Failure. The sooner we can get the divine side of the Empire ranked up as well, the sooner we can get magic. Because the High Priest is the only one dealing with magical stuff right now. Once we get the divine aspect of the Empire up to 4, we can get a Magister. And he can deal with magical stuff while the priest does with community and religious stuff. Because he's the High Priest. I still wish I could do custom building of like shrines and stuff like that I want to put down. Like, it's, of course, it's going to be for the deities of the setting. That's the thing. There needs to be more customization. I will love this game more. Like, legitimate, like, customization. That's why I like the idea of playing this in a tabletop thing, but I don't have a group that can do that. I'm just now starting a tabletop. Well, I started last year, end of last year, Pathfinder in a custom setting. Well, not custom setting. It's in Galarian, but it's a custom campaign. And it's not really following story of the any of the campaign stuff. It's a custom setting by the GM. Counselor awaits in room. Failure. But yeah, I would love to do. I was talking to my D&D group the other night through Messenger, and I was saying I don't want to be that guy because I've got so many different games that we're in right now that we've started. Okay, we played D&D for years and years, and this is a new group that I bundled together plus some older players that I used to play D&D, the older editions of D&D with. I'm DMing 5th edition D&D in a entirely custom world, at least in terms of like setting and the world itself. I've got analogs for like cultures and stuff like that. As you guys probably know with my tabletop history and what I've posted. So there's that. Reaper 357 Games, Reaper Crew 357 Games, he is running a Delta Green game that we started, me and another player, a couple players. So that's Delta Green D&D. We've got a Starfinder game that has been started by another player. I'm currently working on a conversion of the Starfinder rules to play in a Fallout setting, post Fallout 4 events. So that's another one that we're working on. We've got another group. Like, each one of these has a different group chat for. And I was like, guys, I don't want to be that guy, because I keep coming up with ideas. I wanted to do a Gundam tabletop game and all sorts of other things, like Star Wars. That's another one we want to do. Star Wars 3.5 3rd edition revised. And I was like, guys, I don't want to be that guy that keeps coming up with this stuff, but I really want to play Pathfinder through each one of the campaigns, the adventure paths, as they're called, APs, like from the beginning, because each adventure path continues the timeline of the Galarian Pathfinder. Disaster. That's even worse than failure. I was like, guys, I really don't want to be that guy, but this podcast I'm listening to, the Glass Cannon podcast, who I have been adoring recently. I'm in like 100 plus episodes right now. I don't know what I'm on. I think I'm on 112 out of like 200, 300. And I really want to play the Pathfinder adventure paths, like one after the other. Of course, I don't want to DM it. I want to play it. But that's the thing. There's never enough time. There's never enough people that are interested. That's the thing about tabletop games. It's the thing about being an adult with gaming hobbies. life finds a way to screw you over, as I'll continue that quote. Yeah, I want to play the Pathfinder APs. I think Rise of the Rune Lords is the first one. I don't know what order they go in, but there's a lot. And people have spent years, literally the podcast I'm listening to have spent years playing one of the APs once a week. And they were talking like this is a podcast I'm in, like one of their episodes is 2017. It is 2021 right now, and I'm in a 2017 podcast, 100 plus episodes in. And they were talking about like how they're never going to catch up with all the APs and play another game. And it's just like, I play once a month on a game, if that. Usually 1 to 2 times a month on a game or 2 games, because I'm lucky enough to do so. And with my Pathfinder game that I'm in, which is another one, we don't play that long. We play like an hour or 2 through Discord. Everything else is in person. Unless something happens, we have to go into Discord. But that's another thing I've got going on. I'm actually getting Pathfinder. There's another disaster. Sorry I'm gushing here while I'm trying to save scum, but that's the way it is. I gotta talk about something. I'm not going to be able to afford playtime unless it's an entirely new group and maybe through Discord or something like that. Or Roll20 obviously is an option. Fantasy Grounds, any of those other apps. I'm using Roll20 with my Pathfinder game. That's why I mentioned it first. I have no preference because I've not used anything. This is the first time I'm using Roll20 at all. I don't know what any other apps are other than Fantasy Grounds and other stuff. But yeah, I'm rambling. I want to play Kingmaker is my entire point. I want to play up to the point of Kingmaker with my character. Because another thing I can do is I could do Pathfinder Society. That's what it's called. Pathfinder Society, which is the Pathfinder equivalent of the D&D Adventurers League or Adventure League or whatever, where you go with a character made by the book, within whatever prerequisites to conventions that hold tabletop games, and you run through quick APs or whatever. I don't like the idea of doing that though. Like, it's another thing you can do. You can go just run a character. He failed again. And the point I'm trying to make is the society games, you go through an AP if your character survives, and you're able to get the check off that your character has gained these things from this adventure path. And I'm pretty sure you can take it to the other one. I don't know if it's just, I'm thinking of the Adventure League, but thinking that Society works the same way, because why wouldn't it? You take your character that's approved to the next one, and you go through the next adventure path or whatever adventure they've got going on. Which there are short ones. There are teaser adventure paths and like short ones you can get from Pathfinder, Paizo, I should say. One of my players, Ekari, suggested that we could subscribe to the Paizo content packs that they release frequently, where you could do stuff like that. But man, again, the issue is always not having enough people that want to do it, that have the time to do it, and are willing to be GM. That's 3 huge things there. Because again, I would rather not be GM for any of the Pathfinder stuff, except for whenever he failed again. Disaster. I'm telling you, save scumming is where it's at, because you can do all sorts of stuff with it. But when it's one of those games where your empire can fall if your stats go down too low. That's it. I don't have it set where it can do that. I think I have it set where it won't. But I still like the idea of my people being happy and protected instead of like murdered and still alive, which is a total contradiction. But like, you know what I mean? Like, they've been killed off so much, but they still hang in there because of one stat that's been set in my settings. It's like just having an arm left after being eaten by the giant spiders earlier, and then you still raise your thumb up because you're still good to go. Come on, Yod, get this Enchanted Winds event over with so I can go kill some giant spiders as they start to appear. Because I'm pretty sure I need to go to the hill. I don't think I've gone to the hill. Success. There's success and then there's triumph. Let's go for triumph. Always go for triumph. Because it's the one event that's happening. It takes longer to do, but you get more benefits when you go for triumphs. And because this is the sole event that's going on that is ticking down, I can get a triumph with less issue than when I have multiple events going and I have to line up successes and triumphs. I want to go for the triumph for this because it was my first big one. And I'm happy to just banter with you guys while I'm trying to load the screen over and over again. And this is not the gameplay I wanted to produce for you guys for this, but this is the way I play this game. Offline and online. I did this on the computer. Like, I haven't beaten the game. I haven't gone very far in the game at all. I've gotten to a certain point, but I'm not going to spoil anything because it could change up the way you play it. But
I won't be halted.
yeah, like I save scum this game. I've said it. I said it in the very beginning of the thing, and you guys have seen it all throughout this episode. Empire stuff to me is important. Some people don't care about it. You could very well set it where it doesn't matter, where your empire won't fall, your kingdom, your barony won't fall. Mine, pretty sure it's set that way. Let me look. Of course, I'm just wasting time looking at this. Oh well. Oh, it's difficulty. It's in the difficulty section, guys. I'm not gonna waste more time on it. I'm already... I really need to just load, like save right there, because I've been loading and then loading again. Because I'm babbling. It's nerve-wracking. It's not as entertaining, and I apologize. It's essentially the roll of a dice, and I'm trying to go for it. Maybe I will go with a success. So again, I'm trying to be an entertainer here. As good of an entertainer as I can be. Despite limitations. And patience, that's the other thing. And you guys in the future that watch always have the option of skipping. So there's that. Unfortunately, you can't skip the live. You can rewind. I know that. You can't skip it, though. Because then we're getting too meta. Let's do a quick save on this spot. And then I just got a quick load and it's already there. Because I'm not a smart cookie and I didn't think of that. Quick load. So I'm really excited for my next Pathfinder game session. We're level 5. We hit level 5 from the last session. Just like my character here. There's a success. We've got a faster way to load now. Let's go for the triumph. Again, we got to go for the triumph. It gives that extra bonus. I think it's a +1 or 2 extra, which is great, especially since I want to get divine up so I can get magic. Magic, as Mr. Bean says, magic. But yeah, Pathfinder, I am excited. We went from level 2, I believe, to level 5. Because it was initially the Arc 0 that got the campaign set up as to the feel of what's going on with our characters. I'm not going to spoil anything because it's not something I've posted about or said anything, but my character, there's another success. Let's load and try to get triumph. My character is this character. Obviously, he's not barren or anything. He's not in a situation where he could be. Although I dare say there is a chance he could have some influence over community, because he was asked to be employed more or less by a community as they grow into a manufacturing community of a certain product, which again I don't want to go too into specifics because that'd be just me telling you the story. I'm not the GM, I'm a player, obviously. And my character is a kineticist, an aerokineticist, so he's an air kineticist that does electricity, just like my character here. He is a Thundercaller Bard. And then I'd put 2 more classes on him. The Kensai Magus, or the Sword Saint, as it's known on this game. And I gave him a level of Monk, because I wanted to have that extra ability of being able to kick someone's ass a little harder. Because that's always good. It gave me... Okay, so my kineticist... While I don't do it in this game because it's ridiculous to try to do that on this game, they also don't have the infusions available because it's a console version rather than the tabletop. It's dumbed down. My character is a level 5 character. I want to say he's... I've already forgotten. Kineticist, Thundercaller Bard, Kensai Magus, and Monk of the Four Winds, which is not available in this game. And he is a scribe. His profession is... He has a profession skill, and it did it crash? It's hating on me. He has a profession skill of scribe, which is one of the skills you buy with the rank points that you're given for your skills. So he has profession scribe. He has performance, because he's a bard. Performance oratory, so he does chanting and speeches as performances. He has craft calligraphy, which allows him to do writing and calligraphy based production. He has a diplomacy, almost maxed out. Is 1 point from max, but I have a bunch of knowledges and stuff like that. Knowledge. And his bluff is maxed. At least at his current level. 5 ranks. 5 ranks bluff. 4 ranks diplomacy. I have a feat that gives me a +3 to diplomacy, though. I specialized in it, so I can have my way. Just another day of saves coming. I swear I'll play the game eventually. I do this to myself. I should have just... I mean, if I didn't reload my game, we'd already be done with this playthrough. In terms of, like, just being dead. Like, I like the idea of challenging yourself for entertainment, so that people can see someone genuinely trying to run through a game, no matter what happens, because the viewers like the idea of consequences. Who doesn't like seeing consequences enacting on someone that has nothing to do with you, you know? In terms of games, I mean. Watching someone's empire fall because they chose to just let a bunch of spiders eat their people because they wanted to spend 14 days screwing around with their general. You know, like it did earlier. It had 3 pop-ups. 3 pop-ups of spider eating my people. Giant spiders. Because there's some curse on these lands, and I need to figure out what's going on. And I'm trying to get to that, but I want to have a triumph for this enchanted wind because it's a divine bonus, which gives me more points towards having the divine upgrade later. If I get my divine ranked up fast enough, I can get a magister as an advisor, put a magical person in my crew to take care of more stuff, and I'm ready to just give up on this. It's driving me nuts. Now, if I had more of a topic to speak on, you know, other than my gaming, I'd stop going mad. Oh. There's a success. We're gonna do it one more time. If success pops up again, I'll take it. This is going on too long, and I apologize. If success pops up again, I'll take it. If failure pops up, I'll do it again until I get success again. So I want a bonus. I don't want to just ignore it. I'm trying not to triumph. Yes. News has arrived from the largest observatory in the Five Kings Mountains. The enchanted lens of their main telescope broke. The destruction of such a powerful artifact caused a gust of enchanted wind, which is now moving towards a region of the barony. You should seize this opportunity. And then I saw sent Yod Kavkin, I believe it's Kavkin, it's Yod, my high priest, where he had a ceremony that was a success, a triumph. The enchanted wind enhanced the prayers of the citizens and raised them up into the sky. That was a +2 bonus between success and triumph, so it's a +8 divine. And I am going to save. Oh my god. So that's done. +8 to divine. And I've got people waiting in the throne room. 7 more days for Pandemonium to deal with the tax evaders. Cracking skulls, as she should. I was speaking with one of the players of my D&D game, Babel, as he was in the last stream. And he was interested in being my treasurer on this, making if I made a Babel character, he could be the treasurer. And while the stats wouldn't line up with what the treasurer needs, he is a merchant character that handles money and it does deals, and the treasurer does that in this game. Deals with the merchants. There's nobody here. Why am I? Okay, oh, it was from the previous times, I guess. Thought it was going to give me updates. But yeah, maybe in the future I'll have Babel, a tiefling. I don't even know what I'd make him class-wise, because there's no warlocks in Pathfinder. $45 days for that. As soon as those spiders pop up, the military is going to be needed. Alright. We're gonna go put our stuff up that we don't want to carry with us. And we're gonna take our party out once more to the location of the hill that's cursed. Munching on chocolates here. Oh, I dropped it. Where did it go? That's always great. I'll find it eventually. One of the worst places imaginable in a place with electronics. Okay, we're gonna take our party. We're gonna take our party on a field trip. Who am I gonna give the natural armor amulet to? And the cloak. I need to give the cloak. I don't think I have anything to leave off. I used the rope in that last session.
We do it my way.
Together we stand.
Jeune. Our counselor.
Time's not waiting.
Pandemona, our treasurer. Don't know why you have a torch, you have fire. And you literally emit light because you're an Asimar. Oh, I gotta level up Amiri. That'd be a good thing to do. She already has an amulet of natural armor +1.
No mistakes.
So it is Valerie. She has a 30 armor class. That's ridiculous. Redonkulous.
battles await.
Okay, so I can't...
Let us not hesitate.
Let's put the cloak on Jun. +1 resistance bonus on all saving throws. Yeah, raise her AC to 15. She's an Ecclesia third. She doesn't wear armor. She's a cleric. Is that what it's called? Cleric on this game? Pretty sure it is. Alright.
Let's move already.
Level up my
I'm losing
main
my
characters.
temper.
Alright, Lindsay, we're going to keep you on Bard. Trickery. You open all the things. Knowledge World, Knowledge Arcana, so you can identify things. Mobility, because we're lacking in the mobility department. You get a feat. So we're focusing on longbow. I could give her deceitful so she gets a bonus on trickery skill checks, but I could always just save scum it and continue putting points into her trickery. Extra performance is always great for a bard. Skill focus is also a thing. Oh yeah, that's what that was. Deadly aim from before. Penalty on ranged attack rolls to gain a +2 bonus on all of ranged damage rolls. Which is, honestly, I don't like that taking away the chance to hit. Point blank shot is good. +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons at ranges of about 30 feet. Weapon focus. Can I give her a longbow or does she already have it? Nope, there it is. Longbow. +1 bonus on all attack rolls using selected weapons. So let's do that. Longbow, because she's a ranged bard. And you get 2 more spells. Level 2. Glitter dust. Hold person's good. So maybe mirror image is great. Number of illusory doubles that you of you that inhabit your square. Let's do hold person and mirror image, so you can have that evasion and be able to hold someone without them running. Looking good, Lindsay. Alright. Valerie.
All this waiting
Fighter.
bores me.
Bump up those athletics. Mobility. I think athletics are going to be more important. Okay, she already has heavy armor focus. Missile shield, maybe. Yeah, I think missile shield would be good. Must be using a shield to use his feet once per round when you would normally be hit with an attack from a ranged weapon, not including spell effects, natural attacks, or massive ranged weapons. You may deflect it so that you take no damage, as if you had to deflect arrows' feet. You must be aware of the attack and not flat-foot it. Then again, it's only if you see it. When something like this, these other ones will give a definite bonus. Maybe improved Iron Will. That way she doesn't get affected by spells as much. Because she doesn't have a great wisdom. It's just a neutral 10. And I don't want her to be held up when she's a tank. She is the tank of the party. Let's go.
Our time
Jeanne.
has come.
She's a merc, so she doesn't level up. Amiri. My Barbarian Bay. Athletics, mobility, nature, and perception. I think she's the only one with good perception in my party. That's bad. Combat reflexes might be good. That way she can smack people down with her huge sword. Honestly, I like that. Power attack would be good too. I'm gonna give her combat reflexes. That way she can smack down enemies that move past her. So she gets another... combat attack of opportunity because she has a +1 dex. And when I raise her dex up to 14, she'll get 2 more. So she'll have 3 in all. That's huge. Huge. Lindsay, Valerie has been leveled up. Everyone else, not concerned about because I don't really want to use them outside of missions they have to be in.
Onwards!
So...
no one stands in my way.
Valerie, Lindsay, Amiri, Pandemona, Joan. There's a party. Gotta find that chocolate. Where'd it go? Oh, it's never good when you drop a Rolo. It's a terrible loss. We're gonna go to the island, the hilltop, because I don't think I've gone there. If I have, oh well. We're gonna move around the map, find another monster Amiri can murder. Moida. Moida? How we doing on time? Oh man, it's already that late. Oh well. We got a little while longer. Yeah, we haven't been to the Bald Hilltop. We gotta go there. An eerie hilltop with little to no growth. Rumors has it that long ago, dark rituals to forgotten evil gods scarred this place forever, leaving it to remain lifeless and corrupt until the end times. Let's go there.
I am your shield.
Of course they
I
reset.
wrote it like I saw it.
Done with waiting.
Ready for anything.
Oh my god.
I will not falter.
They reset some of my characters'
I'm listening.
toolbars. I don't know why it does that.
Bores me.
As you order. I am yours to command.
This is how I should be
Just
moving.
letting the ink dry.
Here.
Wait. Ha! I screwed up. I was looking at the wrong tabs.
I am prepared.
Except for hers.
Focus on
Hers are all janked up. Ability. Charge. Coup de grace. Rage. Arcane weapon enhancement. Nope, don't want that. Acid splash. Ray of Frost. Disrupt undead. Daze, because why not? Yep.
I will see this through.
Hers overall are ganked too. Yep. Shield of Faith, Bless. I'm still getting used to like the whole full, like casting is always giving me issues because I'm still learning about it in Pathfinder, like how long it takes to cast something. Sometimes it'll take longer. I'm learning, guys. Treat affliction, okay.
Let's move already.
Let's move already. I agree.
Don't hesitate.
And
All right.
so they walked on.
These are definitely standing stones. Fragment of an ancient pillar covered with eroded letters of an unknown language.
Remain vigilant.
Nothing here. It's a cursed hilltop, but
Let
nothing's
us
going
press
on.
on.
I guess we'll move on. Go find something else to do. Fill in the map. I need to explore my empire. Need to find monsters to slay. I think I remember there being a manticore to the northeast. But I don't think it was something that was like a cutscene. It was just a big monster. Wouldn't hurt to clear it out, though. See what loot there is. Bald Hilltop. It's actually filling this region's roads. Glade into the wilderness. It's part of the Gnarl Marches is a place where wildlife thrives, being home to a variety of beasts. This attracts many hunters, but it scares off other travelers. Beast attacks are not rare in the area. Huh. That might be a good spot. Old Oak. I've not been there. Waterlogged lowland, a gloomy, soggy lowland leading into a swamp. Travelers avoid this place. The swamp is dangerous on its own, but it also tends to attract monsters and other unpleasant creatures. Maybe I'll go there. Let's head. Let's complete the path to the north. Okay, immediately get attacked. Someone on the road, get ready. And it dropped a dragon on me.
Victory!
It is a combat. What is going on here? Troll hounds. Oh, and there's some sort of cat. Oh, and then I immediately get knocked down. Tripped.
Heal me quickly.
They're just gonna eat Emperor. Okay, now I can't do anything. They're gonna attack me. I'm gonna stay there prone. Amiri, how about you rage?
Tear them apart!
You missed your bite attack, Amiri.
Strike as one.
There's that. Let's mark with Freebooter's Bane the Trollhound that is damaged. We're gonna walk over here. Alright. Swift action, you're gonna enchant your weapon with arcane power. Free action, you're gonna rage. And then you're gonna reach over with your pole arm and attack the one that's marked.
This should do it.
Good hit. Valerie, I want you to just turn around and attack this Trollhound.
Let us strike as one!
Good hit, Valerie. You killed it. We gotta burn it, though, because it's a Trollhound. Oh, we gotta heal the kitty. Oh, nice.
This is not the end.
Emperor was just ganked by freaking troll or hounds. Why am I always being eaten by things? It's so dumb.
They go down!
Nice. She got the bite attack in. Alright. I can't res myself in the battle. I'm gonna have a freaking injury. Let's, yeah, just hit that one. Good hit. Valerie, put a new Freebooter's Bane on this guy.
Serves you right.
Good hit.
A calculated risk.
Okay, that's another one downed.
Do not falter!
Young Dwemer cat.
Ah! Bring it!
We shall overcome.
Good one. Do you have any acid attacks? Any spells? Acid or fire? Does not look like it.
You deserved it.
Good hit. Well, I'm gonna have to use an alchemist fire because you ganked Emperor in the beginning of the freaking battle.
This will hurt.
The only other person that can cast fire is my Pandemona, who's currently raging. I can get out of rage. Yeah, let's get out of rage. Next turn she should be able to cast, I believe.
Onwards!
She's gonna keep smacking this downed enemy. Come on, okay. This should be coup de grace. Coup de grace. Emperor's just dead. Okay, I should have took her out of rage. Ah, I should have ended her bardic performance. Acid splash. There's 1 out of 5. La di da di da. Well, I'll kill Emperor if I do anything of the sort. Hold on. Maybe I can do this. Huh? It's gonna catch Amiri. That took care of 2 of them. Amiri's good. She might be into it. One more. Honestly, I didn't think about using a torch on these guys. Maybe a torch, like maybe being smacked by a torch works. Does Lindsay have a torch? She does not. Can I give her one in combat? No. Valerie still has one. Emperor's down, of course. Let's test this out, Valerie. Switch weapons, which should be a move action. Honestly, she probably can't do it this turn. Can you reach?
Stay behind me.
Yeah, it works. Well, human, today you've helped the Dwemer Cat. The Dwemer Cat does not forget those who help her. We shall meet again. Perhaps. Who knows? Dog kitty. And it's gone.
I need a challenge.
Okay, so we've confirmed that using a torch as a melee weapon.
Adventures.
Let's actually give Lindsay one. What am I doing? Let's give Lindsay one. She has Alchemist Fire, but we can save those for a torch.
What troubles you?
We just need to get another one. Those are ever-burning
That's
torches,
all right.
so that's why they're always there. We got 3
No one
pelts.
stands in my way. I'm losing my temper.
Well, that was eventful. We helped a Dwemer cat
Let's go.
against troll hounds. That's cool. Possibly gonna help us in the future. It looked like it was like an arcane, like enchanted magical cat. Dwemer cat. Dwemer. It's like the Elder Scrolls Dwemer. Dwarves. Party has to rest. Emperor got hurt. Amir is exhausted. Pandemon is exhausted. And I used a racial ability from the Asimar Jun. So let's continue north. Oh, we need to buy more areas. Loyalty +1. Partum. I've never been to the village of Partum. What can I do there? It's a good question. Let's go north. Connected that road. So back south, go east after we hit the cross. Why not go right back to the same spot? It makes me think my character in Pathfinder doesn't have the cantrips for acid or fire based stuff. But I do have a torch, I believe.
All this waiting.
Theoretically, I'm covered in that aspect. Claw me, claw thee. The Dwemer cat will help you. So I came back to the same spot and I got attacked. And he's helping me.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
So it's an enemy bard being mauled by the Dwemer cat. He's already almost dead. Can you shoot this guy and make him shut up?
Attack!
And you missed. He just killed over. Alright, Valerie, can you charge? Good hit, Valerie. You didn't need my help, Dwemer cat. Aw. Charge in Amiri. Oh, man. Ridiculous hit. Just shoot the guy. No need for all this.
Any last wishes?
1 damage. 1 damage. Blast him. And you missed, Emperor.
Work like that.
I could have shot a ray at him. I forgot.
Strike as one.
Let
All
us
right.
strike as one.
Oh my god. Dwemer Kitty! Bandit Bard, True Strike, Long Spear.
I am yours to command.
Are you just
On
gonna
my
stand there like a
way.
lemon? Probably doesn't want me to be around while it eats the bodies. I hope that's a constant ally and not just for that one fight, because that would be sucky. So I helped it. I hope it'll be okay, poor little thing. I wonder if that's a thing that actually pops up as a character in any of the Pathfinder APs. That'd be cool. Just an NPC Dwemer cat.
Would be welcome.
Old Mesa. Huge flat top rock that serves as a landmark in the area. Maybe I should check it out. Let's save. We're gonna rest. Once I figure out how to do that. I know we're gonna be doing an autosave once we rest.
Resting would be nice, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. If the menu would pop up for me, that'd be great. Hmm. It's not doing the thing. I don't know what you want from me if you're not going to pop up the menu. Let me load what I just saved. Maybe that'll fix it. I know there's been a lot of loading in this game. There are some issues here and there. It's not completely critical. But you know, I'm dealing with it as you are when you see it happen. Did I not? I didn't even push the button. Apparently one button press wasn't enough. Pop, pop, pop. Will it do it? There we go. Alright. Remove. Three stealth. Valerie adjusts and repairs her armor.
I heard that in a faraway tribe, people entertain themselves by throwing huge logs. Whoever throws it the farthest is the strongest.
You're talking of Sarkoris.
Throwing logs. Ha! What weaklings. The mammoth lords lift mammoths. I used to lift two at once.
Failed the meal. Failed the stealth check. But I did have guards on hand. Okay, so nothing happened. 6 days still. Save over that spot. And we can go to Old Mesa, see what's going on there. It's so close to the capital, I need to do it. I actually need to go check out the lands to the east of my capital. Literally right across the river from the capital, that's important. But we need to check out Old Mesa, see what's going on there. There's always the chance that I could come across the monster that Amiri wants to, a monster that Amiri wants to kill. Which I believe she could, with the amount of damage she puts out.
I am yours to command.
This is kind of weird angled.
I need a challenge.
What's going on here? Werewolf?
And so the
Are you kidding me? Is there anything I can do that would actually be helpful? I don't have silver weapons. Maybe I can daze him? Wait. Oh, that's real... Sorry. It's real time versus turn-based. I just screwed it up. I was clicking the right thumbstick on the wrong thing. Within close range. Can I not cast it? Or is it not a humanoid and that's why it can't? I think I've crashed my game already. Because I toggled real time and turn-based so many times, so... This may not happen again. Well, I know what this is. It's me screwing around with the menu too much and it switching around all that stuff over and over again screwed it up. So I guess I'm gonna have to call it here, guys. I am very sorry, but this seems to be a thing that happens a lot, at least in the me changing the menu so much, toggling, because I was thinking I was looking at the description or the triangle bar, action bar. I was trying to look at description by toggling R3, but that's also the turn-based combat versus real time. So I'm gonna have to call it. Thanks everyone for watching and putting up with me today. We will try to take out this werewolf next time we play, if it'll load it. I don't know if this is a random encounter or this is a preset. I think it's a preset because it's on a physical part of the map. So until next time, guys, this has been Emperor Haterius playing Pathfinder Kingmaker Definitive Edition on the PS4. Hope you enjoy most of the content today, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Take care.